Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was tough though because like it's like first come first serve. Like people used to like beat each other up just to get in the front. Y'all had that?
Sing and swim?
For sing and swim, yeah. Well, I'm talking about predominantly just the guy. Like the girl will be like, "Move, it's my bestie," and just fucking like hit you in the kidney. I'm like, damn, she's trying to get a drink though. I want to get out of your way after I'm done with my drink. Nah, that's how it was. So yeah, you wanna use some bow people in the. Listen, everybody has their thing. If you like to bow people in this shit, it's fine. I get it. I understand.
Oh my god. You know what I hate? And ladies, if you're with me, comment on this. I hate when guys do that sucking thing when they're eating you out. Because they all do that shit. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, the mosquito?
What's going on?
It's like when they do that thing where they're like.
The mosquito is a move.
And I'm like, please get my vagina. Like,
no.
All you have to do is focus on this one spot. It's not hard. Like, just a clit, lick up and down, maybe a couple circles, and that's it. Like, it's not hard.
Yo,
don't do the sucking thing that y'all seem to love to do. I don't know where y'all learned that shit. But
all right, so there's not promo for any guys to just DM the pod for this. This is strictly like we're just talking about this dating spell app. Yo, you okay with this shit? Okay with this shit?
Dstany is saying cancel the mosquito.
Yo, the mosquito is over, guys. That move is 2009, and keep it 2009. That's pretty much it. It's called a mosquito.
Whoever told y'all that was the move? It's not
It was the move.
It's never been the move.
Yeah, through the G shorts.
I fucking hate that shit.
Through the
like,
G shorts.
I be like, please get off of me.
Yo, don't do that. You didn't.
I wish guys, seriously though, I wish guys would just ask women, how do you like your pussy ate? Because it could all be so simple. Like, for real, y'all make it so much more complicated. We don't need you to spell your name out. We don't need you to like do the like.
Wait.
Yo, what type of that's a different move. What's the move?
Like, that's when you're rolling your R's. Like,
that sounds like a rapper doing ad lib. Like,
no, like
that's how
I don't even.
That's like a Dominican man just like.
I don't need you sucking on it. I don't need none of that. Like, I will orgasm if you just stick to
the script.
The meow lick?
Stick to the script. Stick to my clit, and that's it. That's it. Don't move around. Don't leave the space. Like,
don't leave the space.
Just stay right there. If I say right there, that doesn't mean speed it up. That means keep doing what you're
That is true, though. I learned from a very novice state that I was like, when a girl was like right there, you don't go faster. You just kind of keep it as it is.
Keep that pace.
Keep it as it is.
Even with sex, we'll be like right there, right there, and then y'all just be like,
yo, all right,
what are you doing?
You're making this whole couch move right now.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, chill out.
Can we get a soundbite for that clip right there?
Ringtone.
That's my ringtone, yo. This man sells a chameleonaire ringtone, dog. The ringtone.
Hey, bro, welcome to the Sweeterman Pod. This is episode 27. Episode 27, this your boy Nick, a.k.a. the anti-hero, a.k.a. Toxic King, a.k.a. the Asian Socrates.
The Asian Socrates.
Yeah, niggas that spit that wisdom, spit them bars.
Holy shit. Okay.
To my far left, we got my boy Will.
It's your boy Will, a.k.a. Mr. Potter, a.k.a. Mr. Curve Gotti.
No thanks.
Don't even try to talk to me, because I'm going to curve you anyway.
Curve move. You know, we got our boy Slade, always handling the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? AKA the Energizer Bunny.
AKA Mr. Missionary Man.
Missionary Man.
No, Michelin missionary only.
He only gets it missionary.
Don't tell me about that fucking that little tire of yours.
His back is well rested, laying on his back. You know what I mean?
Well rested. And then we also have the one and only JoJo,
a.k.a. intern for life,
a.k.a. J Square,
a.k.a. no W-2 form necessary. You know what I'm saying? And yo, today we have, by many people's request, the one and only, the 1%er,
the 1%,
a.k.a. Dstany.
AKA the Hoeologist.
The
retired.
AKA your husband's favorite. AKA your father's favorite.
Oh,
father's favorite.
And father.
AKA it's Dstany Dstany. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up, man.
You know, she's back again. I know a lot of people, you know, we got a lot of positive
feedback from this
Thank
episode.
You guys.
But she, you know, just a real quick plug. She did start back on her own pod.
I did. I did. It's Hoeology. I just got the email today that we'll be back on Apple. For now, though, we're on Spotify for free.
So. And I know most of our listeners do listen to us on Spotify too at the Sweeterman Podcast, so you can find her as well. We will put a link in the descriptions, and we'll do mad plugs on Instagram if you want to find us for updates at the Sweeterman Podcast.
That's a fact. Damn, that was pretty good.
That was.
I like that.
Get better at this shit, you know what I mean?
Get better. I mean, it is 27, you know?
It is. I wanted to ask something. For this pod, how often, like, do you see people going, like, post-quarantine, like with this whole quarantine going on, the next 3 months, how do you see relationships going the distance?
Has it been extended that long?
Yeah, I got some joints that say like probably until the end of May.
Y'all know what's crazy? Is I work in healthcare, so like my social distancing has been non-existent because I come home, I may be like off for like half the day, a little bit more normal off than I am, but then I go to work. So it's kind of like the same, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I have not been like practicing actual social distancing.
You going to those parties? I see that.
I've been going to quarantine kickbacks, but I need it.
How many have you been to?
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Okay.
Are you putting us at risk right now?
Maybe 4, because I had one at my apartment. But
alright, yo.
But it's okay, because we all work at the hospital, so we know we're negative because we get tested when we go inside. So.
Oh, like all the time, or just like once? Each shift.
Oh shit!
Wow.
We get screened.
Like, what's the screening looking like?
If you have any cough, any fever, and you travel outside the country in the last 14 days, and you travel within the country in the last 14 days, then you get screened. Like, then you get tested. But if you haven't, then you get screened, which is asking those questions. Yeah, we need
to screen Slade. We haven't done that yet. He came to the buy like 3 times, and we're.
Well, okay, so like I have traveled, but I also think that I already had coronavirus back in January. Because they told me it was just strep throat, but it was like real intense strep throat, and I've never had strep throat like that. So
yo, JoJo's over here like,
so I don't
get
think
her out of here.
I don't think I can get it again.
But you can spread it. But that's okay.
It's okay. We're here for viewing pleasure.
We've been here.
We're here for audio
productions. We've probably already been exposed, but look. But seriously, guys. Like, so during the quarantine, I feel like a lot of couples are living together. Like, you guys are stuck being with each other all the fucking time, right? So what do you think is coming out of that? Like, do you think just like, do you get to learn more about your partner? Do you think like, does this have any impact on like how the strength of the relationship?
I think you're forced to be around someone who you're not normally around this much. You know, like weekends when you're around your partner is different than like the whole week plus the weekend plus a whole new week plus another weekend. Like,
I mean, it depends though, because like, I think people who are, you know, in like, you know, that, you know, the realm of like, you know, cooking and serving and bartending and, you know, things like that, the workforce like that, I feel like obviously like it's like being like laid off or just like very minimized.
Yeah.
So people like that are more affected than people who like, you know, still like work and stuff. I feel like you could still like have that. You can still like keep like, you know, your workspace and that going.
But what about like the couples that are like now they're both forced to like maybe work from home, or maybe they're not able to work as much now, so now they're constantly stuck like in that apartment or in that home together. Mm-hmm. Like how do you think they're panning out? Like, are they getting annoyed at each other? Are they getting stir crazy? Because believe me, I'm getting fucking stir crazy, like just being, you know, at home by myself. You know what I mean? Like, like that's a struggle in itself. So
yeah.
Well, I feel like I read on maybe like Facebook that like more couples are like, or more searches I would say for the word divorce have come up because like people are like because
kids are there.
Yeah, kids are there.
I do it.
Like, you have no choice but to be around this same person for 24 hours a day, like 7 days a week. Like, it's a lot. That's a lot. Usually, at least when you're at work, you get a break. You get like your work husband. You get your work wife. You get your work
back.
You know, like your work
get
friends.
Get that old thing back.
So it's like maybe now you don't have that like outlet to where you used to have. Like, you can't really go to the gym. You can't really do anything to escape. So you're like stuck.
So I guess how do you what are some ways to maybe deal with that better?
Well, it depends. Are we talking about people who
let's just stick with one scenario. A relationship, they live together.
So they live together and they're they're in a relationship. Okay.
How do they learn to maybe practice some kind of social distancing within the home, right? Where they can kind of you have your space. Is that something maybe they should set out a schedule? Or does one just get annoyed and go, yo, motherfucker, I'm going in this room?
That's pretty much how it's going to happen.
8 o'clock, it's my time.
It's my time.
Can I watch my show?
Yeah, no, for real.
I think communication. So each person needs to talk to each other, right? So you need to understand how life works when you're not under quarantine, so that when you're under quarantine, you can understand what still needs to happen, basically. I think you still need to have your own kind of niche. Mm-hmm. What do they call it? Niche.
Yeah.
Niche.
I bet you know what it is. But I think you need to have your own niche of maybe I'll do a scrapbook, or maybe he'll do Madden. Everyone needs to have their own thing, and I feel you can't. A lot of girls do this, even outside of quarantine, and this shit irritates me. So let me just zoom in real quick.
Give it up.
I fucking hate, and if you're a female that does this, change that shit before you lose your nigga. I hate when girls don't understand that when it's guy time, it's guy time. Do not text him. Do not be oh, what are you doing? He's with his niggas. Don't don't be all up in his space when it's his time. If he's on fucking NBA 2K Live, let him be in there.
Ew, that's
if anything, you can be rooting from the background, yes, you're about to kill this shit, but don't be oh, give me attention. That's the wrong time. You need to separate guy time from us time, because otherwise, when you're not giving him respect in guy time, he's not gonna be 100% appreciative of us time. So don't do that. So under quarantine,
under one roof,
when he's playing his video games, you can root for him, but don't be fucking that up, because that's his only escape at the moment. He ain't got nothing else to do but be around your ass. So,
if his phone near him though.
If his phone is near him?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about Offset? Are you talking about Offset and Cardi B? That's different. Offset is texting hoes.
Don't do that. Yo, I love Offset. We're not infringing him. He's a changed man. Don't do that.
They don't ever.
But she's absolutely
father of 4. You know it.
No, but she's absolutely right. I feel when guys, they're not doing anything dirty. Just give them that little space to hang out with their dudes. Maybe FaceTime them or
you need to give them space.
Oh, they have a 20 man FaceTime.
Yes, women, give your man space to miss you. Even if you are under the same roof, give him space to miss you. If you want to go in your room and be on FaceTime with the girls, or reading a book, or fucking
painting a picture,
under comments under the shade room, do whatever you need to do, but make him miss you. If he's constantly under you and he don't get to even talk to his friends because you want all of that space and attention, what is he missing?
So I guess I want to ask, so vice versa, what about for a guy, if he's all up on his girl,
I can't stand that shit. Don't be a simp.
Don't be a simp.
That I learned that word today.
Don't be a simp. Future podcast episode. Stay tuned.
But quarantine. She's absolutely right. I think fellas, I know you live with your girl, you love your girl, I get that, but I think it's important to give them space too, right?
Absolutely. You're kidding me?
They want to go in shit on their other friends about what she wore last week or whatever the case may be.
Or why they're so friends with the person they keep shitting on. Exactly. Why you guys so friends?
Mind y'all business. Whatever it is.
Or when you guys watch the same thing and you guys just live it together, watching the same thing.
They're trying to make their TikTok videos. Let them do it.
Let them watch it. Let them make it.
Give them the time, because. Or they're gonna go stir crazy. They're gonna start nagging at you about little one-off things.
If you don't want us to nag, mind your business.
Do you think it's important to kind of set a tone? All right, look, at night I'm gonna play video games with my friends. So maybe at night you can have time for yourself. Because I think the worst case scenario is if I'm trying to spend time with you, but you want to do your own thing.
Definitely. And it doesn't hurt. I feel all of our lives we were on schedules, right? So middle school, elementary school, high school, we're on a very set schedule. You have you wake up at this time, go to class for this long, and then you come home, and then when you get home, you do X, Y, and Z, then you have sports practice and all this. So, like, why not continue that? Because even at work, you do that, right? You go to work, and then you have your break at this time. So, like, doing that at home can kind of, like, make things less tense, right?
Yeah, because I mean...
So, like, if you're, like, from, like, 10 a.m. to, like, 12, it's us time or work time, and then it's lunch together, and then maybe, like, 1 o'clock to, like, 3 o'clock, it's, like, us time. It'll make things, like, normal.
All right.
Why do you make that sound? Why did you guys make
that
sound?
So,
No, I agree.
so who dictates that being different? Like,
Being different.
Let's say you guys agree to the set schedule and like it breaks.
How does it break?
So, for example, like, say if
I have one right here.
Say if since you mentioned it.
Since you said that.
But now, like for example, like if I'm like a guy and I'm trying to watch my TV shows or my, you know, well, I guess there's no basketball on right now. But
Highlights.
If I'm like catching up on like Narcos Mexico, pretty good show.
Shameless plug.
And I'm like finally watching on my laptop in the corner of the room, and then now you want to give me attention. You come, babe, what are you watching? Like,
what are you doing?
You just said it was me time. You said it was scheduled for 2 hours. I want to get these 2 episodes off.
But why's your phone on?
But is that a show that you guys watch together?
No, it's a solo show.
Solo dolo.
Because you're gonna talk and I gotta read the subtitles.
So I would just tell her. That's the other thing. Is, like,
I need to read. I can't do 2 things at once.
You guys have to like communicate.
Absolutely.
Because this is all so new for everyone.
Well, yeah,
This
we're in a
isn't,
frenzy.
like, exactly. Like, this isn't something that like
we've
already experienced.
Yeah, this is new.
This is new. So if you feel like, bitch, you taking up a lot of my space that I normally have to myself, you gotta communicate that to your partner.
But it's important to communicate it and just completely just shut them out and start ignoring them.
Because it happens a lot.
Absolutely.
It does happen a lot.
And that's dangerous because that can lead to fights and unnecessary like aggression.
That could have been avoided the whole time.
Yeah. I think keeping the pace of like what's been the norm
should stay the norm.
But like modify it to like home life is important.
Yeah, you gotta adapt to it. Like even if you both are working from home, maybe like it might be cute at first to work right next to each other.
Like, wow, that's what you do?
Give me a kiss, give me a kiss. But after a while,
wow,
like,
look at CJ eyeing me again.
You know what I'm saying? But no, but maybe at some point y'all gotta go into like separate rooms to really get shit done.
Yeah,
and, like, work out like maybe we'll meet during lunch or some shit. But like having that little space to kind of.
It was. I feel
what
like
is
more...
Hinge? All right, so like
I don't have
there's
one.
Bumblebee and then there's
Bumble,
Tinder.
Bumble.
Oh, there's
Bumble.
There's a Bumble and then there's
Bumble
Tinder.
started
Bumble
off as more classy than Tinder.
Okay.
But
wait, what happened?
Then people got caught onto it, so then like all the fuck people from Tinder came on to Bumble. Bumble was for like high class people, like
I really want to
have
date
your
you.
shit together.
Like I really want to date you.
But Bumble,
for real.
But Bumble was created like the guy couldn't DM, right? Like that was
the girl has to DM.
The girl had to make
the girl had to DM.
But
so what is Hinge? Like break that shit down to me, because I have no fucking idea, to be honest.
Oh fuck. Hinge is a happy medium.
She's bored. She's bored of dating apps.
I'm not bored. I've just been anyway.
She's on like 7 of them.
Hinge is a perfect medium. It's like people that want to actually date, like be in a relationship, good looking.
How do you know if they're good looking?
Not sexual predators. They're pictures. And Hinge connects your social media.
I mean, Tinder does too.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it?
Tinder and Bumble.
Does it connect everything?
It only connects
what you allow.
It connects it only Instagram.
Wait, all right. Well, you have a Hinge currently?
No.
Oh, I was gonna see if I could see it.
I deleted it.
I wanted to see. I wanted to see what it looked like. But it's fine. It's fine.
The reason why I say it is because like I use it for promotional purposes for the podcast.
Yeah, so that's a good actually.
Because girls would put like their IG only, like no bio, anything. It's just IG only, and you just follow their IG.
If you though, like we're recording, right?
Yeah.
If you have a brand, one of the best ways to free promote is to create a dating app website, post only your picture, and then like for the rest of your pictures, post pictures of your content, and then in the bio put. Like almost as if it's an ad.
Podcast.
Almost like an ad.
Put in your bio, add the Sweeterman Podcast.
It's a free ad.
It's a free ad. There
People will swipe left or right, but
they'll see it.
They will see it.
Absolutely.
So
I got attacked by that one time.
Good or bad?
Like somebody was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I was like, "Yo, like this is promotional purposes only. Like why you gonna throw your at name there and I can't put my at Sweeterman Podcast?
At the Sweeterman.
I do. You can see it right now. You can look at it right now.
Hey.
Just keep swiping right.
So Hinge, is it a swipe right, swipe left thing?
Yes.
Same thing. Same
But
concept.
Hinge, I think I had actually a pretty good.
You about to say dick?
No.
Her lips were like cringe. Like
I wasn't.
She tried to say it.
No, listen. Actually, when I was on Hinge, I opted for men and women.
Bet.
You can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
So the women I got were beautiful. They were like pretty much what I was into. This is after my sexual experience with a woman. So I wanted to see like if maybe just because that situation didn't work out, maybe I was still like into women. And I saw a lot of beautiful women. Now, mind you, I never met anyone off of Hinge. I never physically met them. So.
Damn. Interesting.
So you just like X them out. Like I didn't want to see you no more.
No, it was just like it was going nowhere. It was kind of going in circles. So I was just like,
what's your favorite color?
Meet people
you like?
the old-fashioned way.
What's the old-fashioned way? The club or?
Just like through friends or out.
Friends of a friend.
Friends of a friend. Yeah, I think
it's
easier for girls.
Friends of the pod.
Yeah. Go out there, friends of the show. Friends of the show.
But no, okay, we were just going, so like so there's a new like dating app out there. I mean, I think it was tested in LA. I think it's still currently tested. I don't know, I'm not going to do free promo, but it's a smelling app. It's like a smell app. Like a smell date app. So what I mean by that is basically, just listen.
Only here on the Sweeterman Podcast, you can find about the smelling date app.
So I'm not gonna give free promo, but it's out there. It definitely is. So like basically what it is like, so no, listen. I'm gonna tell you why it's so like current. So basically what it is like you have no pictures. It's like literally like a bio. Just make the strongest bio possible. You get a swipe right, swipe left, same concept. And basically what it is like, what you'll do if you have a match, you have to the company supplies you with shorts or jeans of your choosing and a t-shirt. So what you have to do is you have to wear both of it. The man and the woman have to wear both. And then in 3 days, you cannot shower. You cannot shower. You cannot like bathe yourself. You just have to like have your own personal BO on these things. On these items.
In Florida. It's hot all the time.
I'm saying it's in LA.
Sweaty balls / jeans.
You know what?
It's
though?
in LA.
It's into the sweaty balls. Shout out to Amber Rose. You never heard the thing with her? She said she loves smelling 21 Savage's sweaty
nuts.
Maybe he has a good pheromones. But
maybe.
I'm not smelling
Well, maybe it's for guys who have good pheromones. Who knows?
So, wait. So is it like a personality test? They both take a personality test. It says they're a match.
That's a lie. Who thought of that? And who's that?
It's in LA, yo, guys.
There are homeless people without food, and y'all supplying jeans and t-shirts. Come on.
Well, this was like this was a while ago. This was like months and months ago.
What is this? A Calvin Klein ad? No, we're not.
Yeah, right. Nah, it's pretty much like
it's kind of like the Love is Blind, right?
It's like standard ass shit.
Love is Blind. Oh my
It is, but like with smell only though.
I love that show. # I love you, Lauren. Love you, Cameron. Okay.
I haven't watched the show. Well, that's the finale. But yes.
Yeah. I only watched the finale.
Let's keep it pushing.
You keep pushing. So like anyway, 72 hours mandatory. You have to just bask your own BO, and then from there you package it up and you send it to the user that was sent to you, and then they exchange. So they'll take the package and they'll smell it. If it is what it is, it's cool. Then they'll like say, yo, A-okay. So then now they're, what they look like is there, all that shit. Like everything you want to know is in that.
I need your ball sack to smell like Sauvage Dior.
Sauvage?
Period.
I can't make it
YSL,
like Sauvage.
The YSL only.
And or Gucci Guilty because
YSL joints though.
I can't make it smell like Sauvage Dior, but I can make it smell like Savage Dior, you know what I mean?
Oh my, alright, anyways.
Is that the back alley version?
That's the bootleg version.
Wait
the
a minute.
back alley version.
You don't smell like anything right now.
I don't.
Sorry, ladies.
Damn! Not just playing. Hey, but maybe what we can do is a test study. We'll have Slade try this dating app out.
Why you gotta have him?
Yeah, why?
To see, because he has a good scent.
Yeah, he has a... Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Ladies, if you must know, Slade smells like...
Slade smells...
a twist of honey whiskey.
Honey whiskey.
Deodorant.
With a dash of Old Spice.
And bad decisions.
can't.
He smells like a miss of bad decisions.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know, if people can really fall in love with, the scent. But I think that's important, right? Because like whenever you meet a guy, though, don't you like usually?
That's the first thing I noticed. His
smell,
teeth
right?
and his smell. If you don't smell like cologne, you're not getting this pussy. Also, if you have bad hygiene, like your teeth look like they running from each other. No.
I mean,
no, because I'm not getting my pussy caught in between those teeth and trying to explain that to the EMT that has to come and save us.
Wait, hold on. What? Well, they ain't doing it right. They're using their teeth.
Facts.
So yeah, so I have a work husband.
Ooh.
He's been my work husband since I started at my job, and it's not even like it's not a romantic thing. We take care of each other, like food. I can talk to him about my relationships. Like he gives me advice.
Is he in a relationship?
He's married happily.
Shout
Actually, I know his wife, so.
Does she know that you're the work wife?
I wouldn't say I'm labeled as his work wife.
Yeah,
He's my work husband.
The work wife and the work husband are not labeled. It's just
literally,
they know.
Literally everyone at work knows.
They
like,
just know.
Like I'll go up to where he works and I'll be like, "Is my husband here?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's here in the back." Or I don't even ask for him. It'll be like, "Your husband's here."
Yeah,
like your husband is here, and
That's
I'm like,
blasphemy.
Okay, like
blasphemy.
It's never been anything sexual. Like it's never been anything romantic. It's just strictly I can confide in him. I'm comfortable with him at work to discuss outside of work things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fair because I mean, you can actually have somebody platonic just talk shit about. Just talk. Because like no seriously listen because like you have people like obviously when you go to work most of your time is at work.
Hell yeah.
So like what is going to take your time besides just working?
I just listen to podcasts. But you know what? I guess in my defense, because I mean, my situation's a little different. Like at work, it's like my demographic's a little different.
The demographic is above 70.
It's a little different.
You could rather ride at 70 because like that's
it's a little
pretty much
different. We ain't gonna talk about it here because if they find this shit, I'm getting fired.
No, you're not.
But yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I guess maybe if there's people more your demographic.
Yeah, the demographic.
Yeah. So where I work, it's very diverse.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a comfort thing. Like I said, it's been 2 years. So like when I first started having like our very first like interaction together where I knew I could like
make him
hubby. I guess like vibe with him. Yeah, make him work hubby is like our song is Breaking My Heart by
yeah, we ain't doing this.
It's like he started singing that song and then I was like, that's my shit. So then I started singing that song and I was like, yep, he's the one. Like it was like.
Well, what happens if it wasn't?
Because you guys don't know, I love R&B music. So like if I can find someone that like vibes with old school R&B music and he does, it's like a big connection thing for me. So the fact that he knows R&B, like he was singing it. So
you're talking about like 90s, early 2000s R&B?
Yes.
I feel like that's like the platform though. I feel like
for our generation. Yeah.
For our generation.
If you really like
if you're a real one, you have to know like all that.
And even too though, like he's giving me advice. He's usually right about the advice too, unfortunately. But yeah, he's just someone that I can confide in. It's nothing sexual.
What's all the time?
I agree. But you know what? My philosophy, fuck work husbands, fuck work wives. But now we got to talk about like actual people with your real boyfriend, your real hubby.
The real one, the one that you come home to.
The one that actually spends the actual real money on you.
He said, "Boo."
But like during this quarantine time, like
that's funny.
Like you're with them all the time. We talked about like space, but now we're talking about like actual like the sexual relationship. Like, what are ways to kind of keep things sexy? You know what I mean? In the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
man,
you're with them 24/7. You're with them all the fucking time, morning breath to the end.
Morning breath only.
When are you like? How do you keep this shit hot and heavy?
You've sought out the expert.
Hoeology.
Keeping it sexy. The first way. It's easy. First of all, lingerie, nudes. Period. Poo. Big. Like point blank. Period.
Now we talked about this during pre-production though. Like
yes,
with nudes.
we did. But
how do you send nudes when you guys are in the house?
So it's
away from each other?
People feel like just because your partner is used to you that you don't have to send nudes. Just because you got him, keep him. Like don't not all of a sudden send nudes. He knows what you look like, yes, but he's going to be surprised. That's the point. You want to be spontaneous with it. You don't want him to be
10 seconds.
Just like you rubbing on his dick like, oh, I want to fuck. No, you want to be like he's playing the game and you send him a picture, or even he's cooking you dinner and you're like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. You go in the bathroom, send him nudes. He's gonna be like, oh shit! Like it's unexpected. You want to keep it new, keep it fresh. Yes, he already knows what you look like, but he's not expecting you to send that sexy picture. Fuck, send a video of you masturbating in the bathroom real quick. When you go take a shower, like, send him a video. No, when you go take a shower, send him a video of you, like, washing up. They love soaps running down your titties. They love soaps running down your ass. Like, please be spontaneous. Please, you have nothing else but time. Like,
so do you think?
A-okay on
like,
this one.
On the flip side, guys, like, do you think we should be doing that? Should we go in the shower?
Yes. Send me pictures of like your dad bod. Send me pictures of you like stroking your dick. Like, it doesn't matter. Send it, especially if we live together.
Okay, how about this? Like, if a guy was like, "Yo, this for you," and he just starts doing it.
Great.
Wait, no. Like he says it in the vid.
Great.
Really?
I
feel like announcing is kind of nuts though.
No. Okay, it depends on what you like.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, wait.
Preferences coming up.
I'm a person that likes verbal people during sex. So like, you're fucking me. I need you to tell me like, damn, this pussy's wet as fuck. Like, we both know it's wet because your bed is soaked. But like, I need you to say it out loud so I know like, yeah. This is that
she
shit.
makes
like,
this podcast into like an erotica.
It's an erotica
it's not. It's just
erotica.
It's what y'all are thinking, but too afraid to say out loud.
To say this facts. Only one in here, and only, aka the hoeologist, retired.
Hoeologist.
The retired hoeologist.
But she's absolutely right. I feel like you have to like be vocal in that shit. Maybe switch it up. Maybe introduce something with your partner that you weren't.
Privy to.
Comfortable to tell them.
Privy.
But now that you're there, like, hey, I'm kind of into X, Y, and Z. Like, just do that.
It's a perfect time to explore, like, everything that you might have thought your partner was either too busy to even, like, consider or, like, too distracted. You're stuck with each other. Why not explore? And it's just you two, so it's not like you have to, like, tell your friends, like, oh, my God, he wouldn't let me peg him. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, get wild. Like,
I mean, it's called Court Towers Demon Time.
Hey, let's
It's
set
called
like
Demon
a
Time.
reminder on that shit. We want to talk about that another time. This whole peg thing, because this is kind of wild. But yeah, she's absolutely right. I feel
Off the peg.
But like, guys could be into that. Girls can be into that. So like, maybe that's like a conversation that maybe you're too scared to ask.
Absolutely.
But what if you're scared of like bringing that up? Because like they're gonna judge you for that.
No. So if you're with a person and you feel like you can't express something that you're interested in, not something that you've done or have to do, absolutely have to do bucket list. If you can't even express interest, why are you with that person? Because then you can't even be yourself around that person, and that should be a red flag to you.
I mean, it's true. I feel like you should always like have space to make someone like comfortable who they are.
But what if there's like a preference? Like, what if you like maybe you want to do anal, but maybe that partner doesn't want to do
You should be able to still approach them with the
idea.
Absolutely. If you can't approach someone with an idea, you're afraid of them.
So you're saying as long as they approach the idea, but not necessarily get it, that's okay.
No, so if I'm like, Nick, like I really like, I kind of always wanted to do anal, like it's on my bucket list, and we're stuck in the house for the next 3 months, as y'all put it. Like,
probably, most likely.
I would be like researching it. Like, if you're like, okay, like, what is it that you want to do? We can watch anal porn together. We can like do research. We can get different lubes. Stop looking at him like that. We can like,
yo, for a pause.
Why did he look in the eye? But it's like this is the perfect time to explore because you have nothing but each other to like indulge
to figure out each other's bodies.
So if I'm like, I want to do anal, and you're like, I've never done anal, never considered it.
You'll hit that Google.
This is the perfect time for either of us to discover like if it's something we can continue doing or if it's like an absolute no go.
Okay, so demon time.
Why you call it demon? That makes me feel horrible.
No, it's demon time. Okay, demon time. Okay.
Demon makes it sound like The Exorcist.
No, it's like a taboo.
Like demon time is basically like taboo, like the after hours. Shout out to Weekend, shameless plug. It's my album. Nice. But demon time basically is like your erotica adventures happen in scary hours.
Well, why can't it happen during
the day? I mean, it could definitely happen, but I mean, I'm just saying like demon time is like the after hours. It's basically like things that are not comfortable are coming to fruition.
Okay.
That's what it means. Like it's not like a time frame. It's like
I feel like that's your like very vanilla people, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Very okay.
Yeah, it should
Vanilla,
be always,
like
demon time should just be standard. Like,
demon time should be with your significant other who you're comfortable with.
But I know, like,
Anyway.
But we talked about
hashtag demon time. Let us know what you see.
But like,
and comment below.
But I know we talked about like having
demon
sex with them all the time. But like, can that be an issue too, where you're just having too much sex?
Yeah, if you're just fucking and nothing but fucking, like, it takes the fun out of having sex.
I forgot what she sound like.
Like, if you're just doing nothing but sex, what about that is
But I
like,
guess
enjoyable?
then what other things can you do together then? Like, if y'all just not having sex, then
get to know each other. Even if you've been together for like 2 or 3 years, like
you can always find out something.
Like
what's a good exercise?
Play
like,
toxic bingo on Twitter. Watch Troy Lane's quarantine live. Like, there's lots of shit you can do to like get to know each other, because I feel like there's nothing you can't always learn.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
So like, play Never Have I Ever. Play, I don't know, 21 Questions all over again. Like, you can really get deep and like explore a person. It doesn't have to be sex based, but you can really explore someone no matter how long y'all have been dating. You may know their mannerisms, you may know their likes and wants and needs and all that, but there's always something.
Like, judge-free zone where you can ask each other some real shit. And try to learn each other.
Yeah, like don't fucking X me because I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Yeah. So like, you say your shit.
Exactly.
I feel like too, you have to ask yourself, as the person in a relationship, can my significant other come to me about anything sexual, about anything non-sexual, emotional, mental, like, and I not judge them? And if your answer is no, they can't come to you, you need to reevaluate yourself and how you appreciate that significant other. Because I don't want to be with someone that I can't ask, like, babe, I kind of want you to like walk me around on a leash. Like, if they're gonna be like, bitch, what? I can't be with you.
But what can they ask you, like, what happened in your lifetime that made you want to be walked around on a leash? Like, did you have a favorite dog? Like,
what's your favorite
dog? Are you
dog?
asking me or like?
No.
Okay.
Can that be a question?
Because I have the answer, because I've been walked around
on a leash.
Yes, it's such a turn on.
Can I ask?
Oh my god.
Can I ask what?
You go and find this podcast on aka the Sweeterman Podcast.
Can I ask, because like, is it like a furry thing?
No, it's more of a submissive thing. Like, I like commands. That's how I realized I was a sub in sex. Tell me what to do, and tell me when to do it, how to do it, and if I do it wrong, spank me or choke me or like.
JoJo is having a kickback.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the intern is like.
The intern is in a frenzy.
It's bothering me. It's bothering me so much.
Her toes are curled.
Like, being walked, and it was like a nice leash.
Can I ask?
Hey, what type of leash is this?
Was it like? Yeah, it was like
it was a collar, and then it just was like.
Did it have spikes around it?
Was it leather?
Did it have a name tag that says Spike on it?
Was it leather?
Spike.
What
This is not Rugrats.
Spiky. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Who brought that up?
I was kind of like, when we were having sex, I would want him to be like more dominant than he was, and I feel like he was a little bit afraid to take it there. So I was like, "What do you think about me like getting a leash?" And he was like, "What?" And I was just like, "You know, like, I want you to kind of like give me commands and like walk me around." And he was like, at first he was quiet, and then he was like, "We can try it." And I was like, "That's all I needed you to say."
So did you like walk around on all fours and like drink out of a bowl and stuff?
No,
like,
I just
break it down.
Like, so all fours, yes. Leash, yes, but drink out of a bowl?
I don't know.
Where would I have gotten a bowl?
I'm just saying.
I mean, you know.
You're so vanilla.
Anyways.
No, but that's interesting. So like, but that's a conversation that came up. I mean, obviously this is prior to quarantine, but now during the quarantine. Ladies, quarantine
radio.
If you do like have that desire to be like on a leash or like whatever, maybe like express that to your mans, because like he might be into that shit too. But maybe
definitely,
because to be real, like as a guy, I think like asking your girl or like any kind of like your sexual desires, you're kind of, it's like a fear, because if you ask them, you don't want to seem like a creepo.
And I feel like girls are more sexually liberated.
Yeah, so if a girl asks it, you might be like, yo, fuck, I've been waiting for you to ask that shit my whole life.
No, you know what's a perfect medium balance, like segue into that? What kind of porn do you watch? That's what you ask your significant other. Guys I've never had a boyfriend ask me, what kind of porn do you watch? If you want to know what kind of porn I watch, that's probably the kind of sex that I want to have.
Do you judge the guy on what the porn they watch?
No.
Like, I watch funny porn.
Funny? Wait a minute.
You see that shit?
The funnies?
The funnies, yo.
I can't laugh while I'm about to nut. Like, what?
Nah, I mean, like, you know.
Can you imagine my vibrator going off and I'm like,
But what if he's...
you about to do it? Remember him?
But what if he's into, like, milking porn or some shit?
Milking porn.
Or, like...
As long as it's not bestiality or anything sexual
really
predator-ish, we're Gucci. Like, if it's, like... pegging or masturbation, which is my fetish, or like anything. Like if he watches a lot of like BBC, for example, then he might like POV, so he might like to watch like close up. So maybe he wants to record me and him close up. Like you just have to like kind of navigate from like the top, whatever he watches and you watch, and then like dissect, and then you guys can.
Would you feel offended if he was like, yo, like this ain't it? Like I just want to just keep on. Like,
that's a good point. Maybe he doesn't want to indulge that part of his life with you, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean you can't communicate about other sexual avenues that you guys can explore.
I think. But I think as a guy's fear is what if you like vulnerably let out like, yo, I want to do like this, and then
give me an example.
I don't know. Like let's just say like the pegging.
Okay.
Like, which I don't think I'm like cool.
I don't
with
think you're
pegging. But as an example, she brought that up. Like, say if I was like, yo, like, you know, no, which I don't think is like a bad thing. But like, say if
it's just not for you.
Yeah, but say if like you're like, yo, I want to be like pegged. Which if you don't know what pegging is, it's like if a girl wears like a strap on.
Or Google it.
Smashes you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you. Only here on the Sweeterman Podcast, we'll tell you what pegging is. But no, but like, what if you like want to tell your partner that? But what if she's like whoa, like kind of judges you off that? Now you're in a vulnerable state, like yo.
Absolutely, and you need to move out promptly.
Like, so you're in quarantine.
But it's like if someone is judging you based off of that, it's probably because A, they haven't been exposed to it, or B, they have probably low key been interested, but they've never heard another person say it out loud.
Nah, but then I feel like they might just be like, I'm not into it, but
if they're not into it, they're not into it. That's it. So
that's how you felt?
But there's other avenues. So like maybe maybe your girlfriend isn't into pegging you, but she's into like sticking her finger in your ass while she's giving you head, or going down on you and then going further down, or maybe like massaging, like they call it the rim. Around,
they call it the rim.
It is.
But I know it's called Pacific Rim.
I know this is like totally off the rim. No, but I just wanted to ask, like, I know this is like totally off like the quarantine subject, but like Gabrielle Union, like she did write a book about.
I read her. I'm reading her book. I'm almost done actually.
All right, well, we're not getting any secrets out.
I don't know if you got the chapter about Dwayne Wade eating ass all the time and them eating each other's ass all the time.
I think I'm on that.
But
all right, well, anyway,
I know there is a segment in that book where she does talk about like how she eats his ass.
Yeah, and D-Wade was like, "Yo, it is what it is. It is what it was."
But like
everybody in the NBA was like,
"That's what I'm saying." You know,
they be lying.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm saying like, but how do you like to break that stigma? Like, it's not.
Who cares about breaking
that stigma? We're LGBT positive. Like, we're vibing
inside of your house walls. Whatever goes down goes down. Like that's it. It's not for anybody else to judge. It's not for anybody else to have a say so or have an opinion. If I eat my man's ass in the house and outside the house, I'm like, I could never eat a nigga's ass. That's what you need to. You only need to know that I said I could never eat a nigga's ass, because what happens inside of our house is for us. It's not for anybody else, and their 2 cents and their vanilla ass missionary sex to have any opinions on.
Why was it slave?
I ain't bland.
yo, he got just really fucking peculiar though.
That's like I feel like that's like a good point though. You don't have to include the outside world in your bedroom.
But what he was like telling like, you know, quarantine radio, like, yo, I got my ass ate just now. Okay. That shit beautiful.
And in which case it probably was.
But like would you be like, oh yeah, I did that? Or would you be like, yo, why do you keep like announcing that?
You can't ask me that because I don't really care what people think.
Okay. Yo, slave.
Exactly.
Exactly. He doesn't know what that is.
But I think if you're if under quarantine you guys want to get a little freaky and you want to try something new, probably you don't gotta include nobody.
Today's the day.
You don't have to include
Tonight.
anybody.
This is the time.
Tonight.
This is the
hey, you watching shit tonight?
If y'all want to get drunk, explore a little, put your vibrator in his ass while you suck his dick, you know, do that shit.
Whoa.
Tonight.
Do it.
Yeah, but definitely. But I know that we're not gonna just talk about just like the people in the relationship.
Right.
I think we've solved that case.
Yeah, we talk
right
about
here.
Yeah. Talk about the happy household. We talk about happy household on quarantine.
On the Sweeterman Pod, aka Dstany, aka the 1%er, aka
the 1%.
Retired Hoeologist.
Ooh, I gotta add that to my bio.
Yeah,
I mean, but she did solve that case. But like for the single folks, like what do you guys think? Like. For y'all,
guys who shoot shots on the IG.
Are we on the OnlyFans page? Are we on the pornos? Like, how is the quarantine affecting y'all? Like, do you think it's also affecting like the movement in the streets?
I'm single.
So
I masturbated yesterday to porn.
Only here on the Sweeterman Podcast you get that kind of openness.
Can you only you can know that she masturbated porn yesterday?
I did, and I told my friends because they called me and I was like, I can't right now. I'm sorry.
Wait, were you there? And you're like, yo, I can't right now because I'm doing it?
No, I was like, so
you're texting them while you're doing it?
I do it in the shower. I only masturbate in the shower. So I had my iPad in there, and I was like, so it'll come to my phone, my Apple Watch, and my iPad. So it was coming through my iPad, and I'm like, bro. So then finally I was like, decline, do not disturb. Like,
yo, what are you doing?
Is your Apple, is your like iPad
You got an
waterproof?
You got an OtterBox?
No, I just put it on the outside, and I like laid down in the tub.
Oh, that's wild.
That's an OtterBox.
What's up? You got wine?
No, I don't need.
Slay just said, "Did you have wine?"
He just asked shit.
Slay said, "Do you have wine?"
I do not.
Slay, no wine.
But anyways, I just feel like being like in quarantine, like able to move in the streets is like it's kind of a risk, right? Because you don't know where that other person's been.
It's definitely risky.
Like you don't know that.
Like where has he been? Where has she been?
Have y'all been tempted to text your ex?
Hell no.
During quarantine?
No.
That's been all over Twitter, so I don't know.
You wanna know why? Because they getting shit now.
But you at least know where they've been.
But
right?
like,
not really though.
Can we be real though? Don't you think that just the quarantine itself?
Not at all, actually.
Like, girls are allowing guys to DM them more frequent just because it's a quarantine and they're bored at home.
I feel like women are actually entertaining guys who didn't have a chance at first. Now it's like, you know what? I got like 20 minutes to give them, you know. Yeah, hey, how you doing? Yeah, your meme is kind of funny. I feel you. The guy's like, oh, for real? Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Absolutely, because like
I have probably done that.
Entertain.
I don't entertain them, but I reply to them. Like if they'll say something like ask me a question or something, I might reply to the question. Normally I wouldn't because I'm like, please. But
all right, let me ask you this. Can I ask you a personal question? Not personal, but like, can I ask you a question for people who need to understand this? Is a like when you like somebody's like response on IG, is that a reply?
Yes.
No. That's an acknowledgement to an end.
Y'all think y'all deserve words?
No, we're not saying. Yo, no one deserves anything for anybody who don't want to be there. But I'm just saying that
it's a graceful end.
It's a great, yeah. It's like you don't want them to be on a scene. You like them to be on. I like what you just said.
It's a nice, subtle reply.
Subtle. What? Okay. What's subtle?
If you're like,
thank you, right? Saying thank you, but
yes.
The response is over.
Yes.
Okay.
So if like you're so beautiful, and I double tap that thing, it's like
I like what you said, but
yeah, like thank you. That's it. I'm not gonna be like you too.
All right, guys, you heard it first on
I don't
the Sweeterman Podcast.
I don't know if you guys saw episode 24, I believe.
Yeah.
Episode 24 with Dstany. We challenged her to posting a couple thirst traps.
Yes, absolutely.
And on those thirst traps, we said, will you get responses? I'm sure you got a few.
Hello?
She got a few. So
hello?
Her
are you there?
Is yes, she got a few. And she posted some quite explicit. Well, not explicit.
Not explicit. We'll keep it like PG-13.
PG-13.
PG-13 post.
But I'm sure you got a few responses from them. Yes or no?
I got a couple.
Got a couple.
A couple.
On the few of those generic simp type responses.
Simp.
Did you not just double click the like?
Absolutely.
There you go. Only on the Sweeterman Pod we solve mysteries.
Hey, we don't see it. We solve it. You feel me?
I like to not hurt people's feelings. because there's no need. If me being nasty and be like, you could never. Like, for what? Who,
like screenshotting what you guys talk about?
Oh, I do that. But I'm saying, like...
But isn't that a double-edged sword, though? Like,
oh, my God. All right, yo.
If you're a female, come on, y'all. Y'all know we will quick to screenshot and put it in group chat. Like, look at this thirsty.
Okay. The group chat is savage as fuck. But I'm just
all
saying,
group chats, male and female, we're all savage.
No, male group chat's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Like,
I've
stay inside.
I've literally seen a male group chat on a Tuesday, and instead of Taco Tuesday, it was Titty Tuesday. And they shared pictures of bitches that sent them nudes, pictures of their favorite porn stars on Twitter posting their titties.
But did you smash though or no?
At the time, he was my boyfriend, so he showed me the group chat, and I was like, oh, so y'all posting titties in here. And I was like, have you ever posted mine? He was like, no. And I'm like, at this point, I'm done sending you nudes because let that shit happen and I'm fighting everybody.
I mean, if he's your boyfriend, you would hope to not have
so
your
you
nudes
guys have never sent your girlfriends?
No.
Whether she became your girlfriend or...
Never.
So now they're wholesome. No,
because again, I think wifing shit is like sacred.
How do you know until then? How do you know until you wife her up?
Because you already have like a pre-existing notion. Like a premeditated
like you wouldn't do it unless you thought in the back of your head I would do this.
One day I would wife her.
But if you don't, you're getting top,
yeah, but if it's a girl you didn't really care about, it's for the world. But
yeah,
but that's what ladies I tell you don't send nudes. I don't believe in it. And I'm not trying to simp.
Don't send Nick nudes.
I'm not trying to simp either. No, but I just
don't send Nick nudes.
Because guys,
please don't.
Guys will token that shit out to their homeboys. It's a fact.
So you don't like them?
If you don't care about them, then yeah.
I don't ask for them.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
They are.
When you get them.
Unsolicited is cool, but I'll never be the guy to be like, yo, what's up? Let me see what
we're doing tonight.
I don't think I've had a guy ask me for them, but I just send them because it's spontaneous, it's fun.
Right.
And
then it's fine.
And I like my body, so and it's like if you're fucking me and we've already had sex, I know you like my body, so I ain't got nothing to hide. You gonna get these stretch marks today.
We don't call them stretch marks, we call them tiger marks over here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
I'm here for that.
I am.
That's what we said.
Anyways, I'm just playing. But I think, by the end of the day, during this quarantine time, communication is key.
Yeah.
We have to
100.
If you have a partner or if you're single, you're fucking around the streets, definitely, communicate to them, let them know, your needs, right?
Needs, wants, desires.
But also,
that order.
Practice social distancing. So if you're in the streets, just stick to your main two, right? Your main two people, right?
Your main two people.
Main two people.
Wear a condom.
Facts. I know you got your main girl or your main guy, or maybe just main side dudes, side chicks. But let's try to keep it at a limit. Maybe 3 at a time. But let's practice social distancing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important.
Very important.
Come on, yo, it's about
no extra bodies on your person.
Yo, it's summertime. We want to get back to this. So I know we're not practicing it again. But it is summertime. I wish Corona came up during the winter.
Winter time.
Yes, I would be pregnant.
Huh?
Anyways. Anyway, but let's try to practice social distancing. I know we do our due diligence.
Absolutely.
We try to social distance
the best we can.
Yes.
Before the pod, absolutely.
But for everybody else, let's practice a healthy space. I know we have to share space with one another, your loved ones, your family, whatever. But let's learn we have to have our own independent activities and express that to them. Communication is
Absolutely.
God, right?
It is.
So you have to find what you like to do. Maybe this is a time to be creative. I know a lot of people are painting and shit now. Let's do that. Let's get the glitter out. Let's get the fucking.
Or be why is he always playing games? You know what? Let me play games with him.
Yeah, learn.
Let him have that.
Wait, maybe sometimes a guy you just hit the sticks real quick.
Hit the sticks with him. Maybe y'all can play Mario.
Hit the sticks.
1v1 make you have to play
1v1. Let me see your phone after this. If I win.
Anyways, this is the end of the Sweeterman Podcast. Yo, again, thank you again for Dstany, aka the 1%er,
aka 1%er,
the retired hoeologist. If you want to find her on Spotify, she is on the
Hoeology.
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 Go. We got the plug-in. We will have the descriptions at the
bottom.
You know what I mean? So definitely, yo, she's always welcomed on the show. I know a lot of people love her. Yo, if you check out her first episode, it's fucking fire.
Absolutely.
And she has more to come. You know, we will be guests on the show.
Yes.
Quick plug. So definitely check her out if you want to get a little bit more taste of the Sweeterman Pod on a different light. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's me. That's me signing out. Any last words for y'all?
Suck dick like there's no tomorrow.
And wear protection.
She sucked dick like she sucked dick.
Fun.
You know what I mean?
If you, the famous words, if you wash your hands with gloves, did you really wash your hands?
That's right. If you have condom sex, it doesn't count during quarantine.
It don't count. That makes all of our numbers reduced by 50.
And I'll see y'all next week.
Sting got me thanking God for life. I just can't explain. I can't explain, no. Yeah, look, it's gonna be a long, long time before we stop. Boy, they better know who made the scene pop. All I ever needed was a chance to get the team hot. Only thing I fear is a headshot or a screenshot. Pre-me, them a pre-me. You know they only call me when they need me. I never go anywhere, they never see me. I'm the type to take it easy. I took girls in the very first text I sent. I don't beg no lovers, I don't beg no friends. If you wanna link, we can link right now.
Radio.
Skeppy with some Drake, it's a ting right now. Are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thanking God for life.
Quarantine.